Hello and welcome back to the Blue Room EWFC podcast with me, Peter McFarlane, and I am delighted to be joined today by two very special guests, two players who have both scored the winning goal in the Merseyside derby, two players who have both captained Everton sides winning at Anfield. I'm delighted to be joined by Lucy Graham and Izzy Christiansen. Welcome to the Blue Room.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, and Izzy, I'll come to you first. You've had such an amazing career. Obviously, you won the FA Cup with Birmingham. You went to Manchester City, won the league there, won the Conti Cup twice, won the FA Cup. You went to Lyon, won the league, the Champions League, the French Cup. How desperate are you, or how important is it for you to sort of replicate that and to bring some trophies to Everton?
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the things, I guess, coming into this phase of my career has been different. Like, we've not been challenging for trophies, but we got really close with the FA Cup final in 2020. Obviously, that was really disappointing that we narrowly missed out on that at Wembley, but it was a great occasion nonetheless. But I feel like it's something which this club will probably do in the future, is challenge for trophies. And I guess we're on a pathway to build to that. But yeah, obviously, winning is a lovely feeling. And yeah, I'd love to win something with Everton.
Absolutely, and Brian Sorensen, obviously himself, he has a lot of experience of winning trophies back in his native Denmark. Lucy, talking about your native Scotland, you won the league twice up in Scotland and the Scottish Cup as well with Hibs, didn't you? Again, sort of the same sort of questions to you. I'm sure you're desperate to go one step further. I know that your heroics in the FA Cup that season were amazing. You scored against Chelsea at Goodison Park. What would it feel like for you to win a trophy with Everton?
Yeah, I mean, it would be amazing, obviously. I think it's something that we can definitely do in the future. I think we're in the process of building at the minute, so we don't want to have kind of unrealistic expectations. But we are definitely in a process and we're going in the right direction. Obviously, playing in Scotland, I've not actually won the league in Scotland. I've won the League Cup and the Scottish Cup. So
it was the League Cup. Oh, I do apologise.
So that's something that's eluded me as yet. So maybe later on in the future, way down the line, I'll go back there and I'll rectify that.
Oh, brilliant. Well, you've always been a player for the big occasion. One of my favourite moments, actually, watching Everton Women was going to Anfield a few years ago when you scored the winner. I was in the Anfield Road then, going absolutely crazy when that goal went in. What was the feeling like for you to score that goal, especially with such a big crowd as well?
Yeah, it's amazing. I think something as players, you kind of try and manifest and visualise things before you go into big games. And I did think to myself, or say to myself, like, there's a chance here that I could potentially score or get on the score sheet, and for it to actually to materialise was, a dream come true.
Oh, brilliant. And Izzy, I saw you taking in the occasion this season at Anfield when we absolutely smacked them 3-0 at Anfield. It was absolutely brilliant. Again, I was there. We were all going crazy in the away end. And I did notice at the end as well, when we were singing Spirit of the Blues, it looked like you were trying to get involved with that. You were trying to sing along with some of the words, weren't you?
Trying, yeah. No, it was it was a super occasion. I think we all know it will be one of the highlights of the season. When we're looking back in May at the positives, and the away end was amazing. The fact that there were so many people there. We've been told during the week of that game that there was maybe 8,000 tickets sold. So you kind of think as a player, like, okay, like decent, but it's a 40,000+ seater stadium, and you're hoping for more. So didn't really pay much attention to that. And then when we walked out, at the start of the game, and it was 28,000. Got a massive shock, but it was also a good shock because I think we as a team were really ready to perform that day, and we did.
Oh, brilliant. Well, I say unbelievable team performance again. I mean, I'm part of the Everton Women Supporters Club. Julie tends to put me forward if there's ever any kind of media things. So if she ever gets asked any questions, she always puts me forward for them. Don't know why. But we were all going absolutely mental in the away end. We tried to keep singing all the way through. I don't think I had a voice left for a week after, which I'm sure a lot of people were happy with. But it was just a great occasion. And talking about the supporters as well, we've had some fantastic sort of it's been great to see the Walton Hall Park has been selling out every game so far this season. We're obviously hoping for the same with the Durham game coming up, but Manchester City at the weekend is another one that's sold out. How important has it been for you, for both of you, for the support, for the supporters to stick with you, and have you been enjoying all of our chants?
Yeah, definitely. The chants of a highlight, to be honest. So keep singing them. It definitely makes a difference. You know, it gives it that kind of homely feeling that sometimes I'm a big guess for teams coming in. Maybe a little bit of, like, nerves, or we have got a back in from you guys.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, we've put you through the ringer. I suppose in the last few seasons, it's been ups and downs and can be quite frustrating. So, we're obviously very grateful that you've stuck by us and you still come in your numbers, week in, week out, traveling up and down the country. So it certainly doesn't go missed. And yeah, we really, really, really appreciate it.
Brilliant. And have either of you got a favourite chant, or are you just going to stick with your own ones?
Kenzie Weir's one's good. Is it Baby Shark or
Yeah,
Kenzie
Baby
Shark?
Shark. Yeah.
Yeah,
You like that one, yeah?
I like that one. Yeah, I think
See,
it's
see,
all.
I've got a goddaughter, and she put me off Baby Shark because she basically got me to sing it over and over and over again, to the point where I just, every time I hear it, I have flashbacks. But yeah, for Kenzie, I'll make an exception. So I'll move on just to some of the questions that I've spoken to our supporters club last night. We've got a WhatsApp group. This is how we organize things. This is how we stay in touch when we organize our away and our away trips, or the flags that we bring to the ground. So I went on WhatsApp group last night, asked for anyone to throw in their questions, got bombarded with about 200 questions. So I'll keep this short. I won't ask you all of them. So first of all, Lindsay asks, does anyone have any pre-match rituals?
Yaya's got that thing where she scuffs her feet.
Oh, yeah.
Are we seeing that? Yeah.
Yeah, you've seen it. So Yaya, when we're walking out in the line before the game, she has this ritual when she steps on the pitch. She like scuffs both her feet.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit of a strange one, but I think in her head it obviously makes sense.
I think Dan Turner used to have one. She used to touch the center circle or something, or she used to have to walk around the pitch. It's one of the two. She used to have like a really strange superstition that she said she always had to do. Because when we played Villa in the cup, she actually mentioned that she still did it when she came back. So, and second question is for Izzy. Question for Izzy, please, Pete. This is from Scott. Do you see working in the media as a career prospect when you finish playing? You've been asked that so many times, haven't you?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, quite possibly.
I think, yeah. Well, you've been brilliant. I mean, we saw you during the Euros. You were fantastic. We were trying to get your attention a lot during the Euros to try and. I'm not sure whether the crowds were too big for you to get onto us, but we were certainly trying to catch your eye. But
yeah, possibly football. There's a lot of avenues in football. I've got a degree in sports science as well, so I like that avenue as well. But I'm not ready to make a decision about that at the moment.
Would you follow your friend Jill Scott into the jungle at some point?
I think I like the idea of it, but then watching the videos of, well, not Jill, but Matt Hancock in around the snakes, like that's my word. Yeah, I couldn't do that. Not in a tiny little room as well. Not a chance.
No, not for eating any cockroaches or anything. No.
I'm being all right with those things. It's the snakes.
Oh, is it?
It's the biggest fear, yeah.
If you look in the box underneath your chairs, I'm only joking. Right. Okay. Next one. This is from Libby, age 9. She said, "What is one piece of advice you could give me on becoming a footballer?" That's for either.
One piece of advice I always fall back on is just like staying committed to the process. I think if you really show your commitment, and that comes down to obviously making difficult decisions and maybe not going to parties and having late nights. It's getting an early night and staying in and make sure that you feel good for your training sessions or the next day. I think it all comes down to decision making and staying committed to the process. There's always going to be things in life that come up that you're kind of faced with difficult decisions, and you're always in control of that. So I'd say stay committed to the process.
Brilliant. And Izzy, anything to add to that?
I think another thing I come back to a lot is the enjoyment of it. It doesn't have to be in football. It has to be, it could be in any hobby that you've got or career pursuit. The enjoyment has to be there for you to like what you're doing, get up every day and do it. So keep enjoying the sport again.
Oh, well, I wish I'd spoken to you two when I was 9 years old. It might have things might have ended up different. Right. And I've got the next one is from Anne. I'll ask you first, Lucy. Who is your best friend in football?
Best friend in football. I'd say Lizzie Arnott. She plays for Rangers at the minute. I played with her all through kind of Scotland national team levels. Played with her at Hibs for a long time. She played for Manchester United, then went back again, and I still text her regularly and try and visit her as much as possible when I go home. So yeah, she's probably my best friend in football.
Brilliant. And Izzy?
Going way back is probably Gemma Bonner.
Okay.
Yep.
Gemma is about to come back, isn't she? She's left there. She's finished up her contract in America, hasn't she? Gemma Bonner. She used to play for Liverpool as well, the old enemy. What's going on? Any word on where she might end up?
Not a clue, mate. Sorry.
Not yet. Okay, and finally, what is your favourite chant? This leads into our next segment quite well.
Oh, well, mine's just Kenzie's Baby Shark one.
Kenzie's Baby Shark. Izzy? Spirit of the Blues. I saw you trying to sing along with it.
Yeah, I love that. Put it on. We had a short bus trip back from Anfield to Goodison after we beat them at Anfield.
You got the bus?
I think I played it twice in that like 5-minute journey.
I think I sang it all week, to be honest with you. So it's yeah, don't blame you. Right. So the next segment, I'm basically gonna ask you. You're gonna take it in turns. Obviously, as we've discussed, the supporters club have got songs for everyone. We've got songs for every single player. I'm not going to ask you to sing. Don't worry. I do apologise that I'm going to have to sing a little bit. I say sing. I'm not going to, give it the beans. But I'm going to start the chant. Then you've got to figure out, or give me the answer as to which player the chant is about. So to start off, like with a simple one, this is for the two of you. Just to give you an example, one would be, "Our Italian in blue, and she wears 22."
Yeah.
Yeah, Gali. Yes, exactly. Right. So there we go. We know what the score is now, and then at the end of it, we'll tally it up to use one. So Izzy, you're first. Okay. She's from Sweden. She plays like she's a Brazilian, and we think she's one in a million.
Hannah Bennison.
Yes, Izzy, that's one right. Brilliant. Okay, Lucy. Now they've all got clues inside the words, obviously, because we try and make them like specific for the players. So Lucy, this is your first one. City Leon to the Toffees. Now she's back in royal blue. She's our captain, runs the Toffees midfield, and we love you.
Is it Christian?
Izzy Christiansen. Yeah.
Trying to hold in our laugh here.
1-1. Yeah, I'm singing your song to you, Izzy. Okay, so this one's for you, Izzy.
Let me guess, is it Lucy?
Not yet. Okay, it's looking back on when we first met. You've been here forever, we will never forget. Solid at the back, stops every attack. We've got
Megan Finnegan.
Yes. Brilliant. Do you know what? I thought that was a tricky one, to be honest with you.
It's like one of my favourite songs there.
You like that one, yeah?
The original, obviously, but I sung it.
Don't you prefer our version?
Oh, obviously, yeah.
Okay, so Lucy, your next one. Oh, our centre half is magic. She wears the number 6. And when she plays in royal blue, she's all over the pitch. She's never lost a tackle. She'll beat you in the air. We sing this song for our blue from Manchester. Yes, Gabby George.
Worried about centre half, he's all over the pitch.
I know. We've got to change the words for it now, haven't we? Our left wing back. Our left wing back is magic.
You had my foot going there. My foot was tapping there as you were singing along.
You like that? Yeah. Yes. I'm growing into it. Do you know what this feels like? Like when you do one of them initiation songs. This is how I felt all night. I've been panicking over this. So yeah.
You're not coming across nervous at all.
Really? Oh, sorry. Right. Okay.
That's a compliment.
Right. Okay. Izzy. This is the last one. You might have guessed this, by the way. Get ready. Her name is our number 17, and she's the best midfielder we've ever seen. The Queen of Scotland, forget all the rest, though, is the best.
I think that might be Lucy Graham.
It is. It is.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
Gave it away.
It helped me.
Yeah, Lucy called it earlier on.
I've not heard that one. That's a good one.
Yeah,
I
did
that
you like?
one too.
You like that one?
Yeah, it's good.
You've got a couple though, haven't you, as well? You've got like the 500 miles one. We've got, you know, who
I
put
feel like the cop-out one is always the one that you sing a lot because it really rubs in.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, we've actually changed the words to that one because instead of who put the ball in the cop-out net, Super Lucy Graham, we sing who put the ball in the cop-out net. Nearly half the team did.
That's what it is.
Adapt with the times, haven't you? Right, so Lucy, the final one. This could be the decider, or it just ends a draw. We'll see. So Lucy, are you ready? Okay. All the toffees, so many toffees. We'll all keep singing this song for you.
Where's the clue?
It's like the clues in like the song, if you like.
Jess Park.
Jess Park, yeah. Oh, keep singing this song for you. Jess Park, yes. See, Park Life. I thought that was quite good. I like that one.
It's a great song as well, to be fair.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Well, a lot of those chants. So basically, the way we come up with them, a lot of them were like during the Euros, we were coming out to the grounds and like Sarah helping. Obviously, you know Sarah really well. So me and Sarah basically stand there in the car parks and come up with like loads of different chants, and then we put them on the WhatsApp groups. Then other people had sort of come, get involved, and then Fiona and Meg have created the songbooks for everyone to make sure that everyone can join in. So shout out to Fiona and Meg as well for their fantastic work.
And they make dead good coasters as well, like the little individual coasters for players.
Yeah, the coasters. Yeah, have you all got one of those? You've already all got your own.
Yeah. Brilliant. Good.
Yeah, they're brilliant, honestly. And again, a lot of the stuff that goes on, a lot of the work that we do, there's obviously like a smaller group of us, and we try our best to try and to encourage as many people to come down to Welton Hall Park as possible and to support our amazing team, of which you two are such important parts. Just to move on to talk about the weekend as well. It's obviously a massive game against Manchester City. I've been so impressed with your performances this season, Lucy. You've adapted so well at the right wing back position as well, a position that obviously is new to you this season. I think you've been brilliant. You obviously got the winner against Aston Villa, a late winner, which was great. How are you finding it playing in that position, and are you looking forward to the game on Saturday?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it actually. I think it's came at a good time in terms of changing my mindset and giving me something kind of new to look at and different pictures in the game, and kind of really installed a new kind of energy and excitement around my own game. So I'm really enjoying it. I feel like I'm playing well and I'm playing consistent, which is important for the team, obviously. Like you say, getting on the score sheet as well is obviously great to contribute to games. So yeah, overall, really, really enjoying it so far, and really looking forward to the weekend as well. Coming up against, really, really good wingers in the City side, so it'll be a good test. But yeah, one I'm certainly looking forward to.
Absolutely, yeah. And Izzy as well. One of our strongest leaders in the side. We managed to meet Brian Sorensen in the summer, and he was fantastic. He had a sit down with us, with members of the supporters club, and he told us the importance of having leaders and having what you call the captain's group, of which you're obviously such a massive part of that, Izzy. And one of the things we can always guarantee with you is that whenever you're on the pitch, you give 100% for that share for Everton. It doesn't go unnoticed from the supporters, even during sort of difficult times last season. You were a shining light. You were someone who really carried on and battled through. So those sorts of qualities. Are they a player who can't play at the weekend is Jess Park. A young player, young up-and-coming player, obviously made a debut for the Lionesses. You've got that experience of performing so well for the Lionesses. Are you speaking to Jess a lot? Do you try to offer lots of encouragement, lots of advice on how she can develop as a player?
Yeah, I think with young players, I'm sure coaches have the same approach, is that, there's got to be room for growth and room for, they've got to figure things out for themselves. So I think with Jess, I knew her previously from being at Manchester City. I know that she's a bright talent, and I was delighted when I found out she was coming here for the season. You know, I thought it was a really positive asset for us. Probably good for her development in terms of being away from a club which, you know, in terms of infrastructure is much more advanced than us. Fair to say that. And know some of the girls at City really well, Alex Greenwood to name one, and I know that she really looked after Jess at Man City, and had a text off Alex Greenwood when Jess came here just saying make sure you look after her. But yeah, I get along really well with Jess. But in terms of, you know, little bits of advice, not too much, to be honest. Like, I think she's here for a reason, to learn and to grow. Yeah. So I'd answer questions when she asks and stuff. There's been a few bits and bobs over the recent weeks, but generally speaking, she's got to discover her own path, and she's certainly doing that. She's doing it really well. And obviously for her to, I didn't see the game on last Friday night, England's game against Japan, but I was online when I was out, but when I got back, I looked online and Jeff Park's all over my newsfeed. So, you know, I was so happy to see that. A delight for her. So really positive for her. You know, a really big step in her career. You know, getting an England debut and scoring a goal was superb. But to be at Everton when she's done that, I think big thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And another player who played in that game, Esme Morgan, who was at Everton on loan as well for a season, and Esme has developed now into a fantastic centre half and playing, you know, great football for Manchester City. Player who we're going to come up against on Saturday. So I'm sure you're both looking forward to the challenge of playing such a fantastic side. But yeah, I won't want to keep you any longer. I'm sure you've got plenty to do, plenty of work to do before Saturday. I just want to say thank you so much to both of you for joining me. Thanks for giving me your time. Apologies for singing down your ear. But you'll be hearing more from me on Saturday from the stands this time, not on a Zoom call.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Pete. We appreciate it.
All right, thanks. I'll see you on Saturday.
Thank you
Up the top.
Cheers.